Yeah.
Why do you wait till I ask? Why do you just stare at me waiting till I ask?
Because it's how it works.
Hello,
Thank
everybody. Welcome back. Okay. Dan, take it away.
Thank you.
Oh, hey there, guys.
I'm blind.
That's my whole personality.
That should be illegal. What are you? Are you a Pokemon? Just blind.
Blind. Launcherant gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community.
We've been
Already?
rewarded. We've been rewarded for our
We've been rewarded. We've been boarded. Fucking gift sub pirate has come through. What the heck? God.
And when we do our streams at some time, if we have stuff coming up. Thanks.
Letting me log in.
But I cannot help.
I may be in a little bit of trouble. I can't log in to get the recap. Oh! Okay.
That's good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I will take over for Dan. So, this is Adventure Corp. We play every Wednesday, 6 to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can find us here on Twitch. Best place to come hang out with us if you want to interact with us. And if we're not live, come find us on Discord. We're on YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. We got podcasts now, if you enjoy that. And we play D&D 5e. Now, I have been trying to buy myself time to find my recap here. And it's not working, but I will have it momentarily. Campaign 2. No, you're supposed to open when I click on you. Freezing is also an option, I guess. Why isn't that working? Oh.
So...
It wasn't episode 10.
But I cannot help.
I don't know why this won't open.
We're doing great.
Yeah, guys, we totally didn't just do nothing for the last hour when we could have been doing things. That's never us.
You know what? It was episode 10. I don't need it to work. Alright, so, jumping into the recap. Obviously, we're missing Dan, I guess, before we can recap. Missing Alex last week, we did a really fun one-shot where we had mystery characters, so nobody knew what their characters were except me. And this week we're going to play without Dan, because he found out last minute that a thing he thought was next week is this week. So that's how it is.
I'm consistent.
So last we left off, we began at the Blackfeather Manor, the earth rending and twisting, one of the corners of the manor collapsing of this central building, cracking and sending the basement further down, and seemingly destroying Blackfeather's chance of avoiding the fate his demonic seal promised him.
It's freezing as bad is down here.
We're freezing. There's no AC going either. Cyrus had used magic to destroy a number of the stones of sin in his basement. Their reformation tipping the scales in the favor of the demon's side of the contract. Sylphie convinced the Spectator Guardian that Cyrus had freed while he was attacking here to go and hide out in the quarry where they had found the slad. Somewhere it could be collected later. She spent some time comforting Blackfeather, and then 62 followed Lance as he went to find Cyrus. She ended up having breakfast with Cyrus, warning him that she has been instructed to kill him, and that she was giving him a day to make his preparations, and suggested that he flee, spend at least a month outside of the city, and then come back to live a life of anonymity. Shortly after, the party booked passage to Cerna. You guys took a ship, and then left to the Clefts of Iser, where a towering monolith is set to open in a week. You met a few other early birds who had come to visit here. You managed to bump into some Umber Hulks that were skulking nearby and slay them.
They were the mole people.
The mole people, right. I forgot about that. We ended with you all meeting the rest of these new friends that you have found here, and at the arrival of the blood refinement sect that flew in on the back of a hulking dead rock. A massive bird.
It was dead?
It appears to have fatal wounds in its skull, yeah.
Mm.
They're just like necromancy it up or whatever.
As you guys are sitting there, the shadow has passed over and it has alighted and landed directly next to the tower. You see there is a goodly group upon it. Numerous people from the sect start to come down and set up tents. Some of them seeming to set up buildings. You see one sets down what looks like a bag, and as it opens, you see it start to, not quite inflate, but build its way up, and there are these white bones that seem to make the supports of whatever tent is building itself in.
It's like they're not doing anything to it, it's just building. Like,
It's just building itself, yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Nope.
What are you looking for?
Pen.
Oh, I have a pencil. Do you need?
Well, I do have my pink.
You have a pen?
We're going to share.
Okay. So you see this, people starting to prepare. The group is a weird mix. There seems to be 3 or 4 older folks among it. A few of them quite old. 2 of them look rather ancient. Long white hair or gray hair.
Did they
2
have
of them.
elf ears?
Some of them do. Neither of those 2 elders have elf ears, from what you can tell. And then the rest of the group, other than those 4, all look to be between the ages of like 8 and 14. Quite young. One of the 4 older folks, this one just looking to be maybe middle-aged, maybe still in their 30s, begins to walk over towards the 5 of you, or I guess the 8
What
of
the
you.
fuck?
9 of you. 4 and 5. As you see them walking directly
How many
over towards your
are
group.
I don't know. Maybe like 12 of us because we're so cool.
We're multiplying.
Not the way you think we are, though.
Are you guys happy making fun of my accounting? Alright. As they walk over, they have a fairly slight but tall build. It looks to be a man. They have a short cropped beard and these charcoal gray cloak that falls around them.
Can I insight check their walk? Like, are they mad or are they like,
You
hello?
can make me an insight check to get a general vibe.
Vibe check!
Holla.
What is that old audio that's like, what day is it? That's right, and what do we not do
14.
on a Tuesday?
14.
No vibe checks on Tuesday. Okay, 14. You're looking over them. They don't seem angry. Like, there's nothing that suggests that they're angry. They do seem arrogant. Like, they seem assured of themselves.
These motherfuckers are gonna come up and be like, why are you guys here? We're just gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
As they approach, and your campmates here begin to get rather nervous as well.
What's going on?
I have no idea. Let's hope it's good news. We're far enough away, right? We're nowhere near where they're camping.
Yeah, we're like at least 3 elephants away.
Oh, what?
Elephants.
Hello.
Hello! Why,
Hi.
You have been here for some time.
like a day?
We've been here for a few weeks. Have you seen a man exit the tower? As he will pull a scroll, and his hand comes out of his cloak and drops down, and you can see there is an artist's rendition of a man on it with short cropped silver hair and a sort of like long gaunt face.
What's his name?
I don't have my notes. Oh, right.
What's his name? What's his name, Isaac?
I don't have a computer, so if there are any glaring inconsistencies, I'm sorry. I'm trying to take notes on my phone.
I'll take all the notes and then I'll tell you everything you said at the end.
Make sure you write down that we succeed.
I did remember his name for a brief moment, but I might have to just make one up. I was like on my way here. I was like,
The Witcher.
No, it has a sort of like almost Shakespearean feel to it.
Shakespeare.
No, all I can think of is Montresor, but that's where the cast.
It's okay, you don't have to think about it. Just say, insert name here.
I want something.
No, whatever you say is canon.
I know, that's the problem.
Your notes aren't the world. This
So we're
is
playing
the
the new game of how much does Isaac's game change without his notes. You guys are in Ying. The country.
Wow, that's crazy, girl.
I pull up my cell phone and look up what his name is.
You're making this really hard. Oh, I'm so close. It's Mont something.
Someone clip it.
Mont.
Someone clip.
I'm gonna go with Montcamor.
Montcamor.
His name is Montcamor.
I could write it down differently and he would never know.
Don't be a dick!
Hold it.
I'm stuck 3 weeks without my laptop!
Call him Mount some more.
So we're looking for this guy named Mount Seymour?
When did they meet this guy? Last episode? No! We never met the guy.
No, they have not met this person. This person on the page, no resemblance to anybody you can remember either.
If we met them, I would have notes on his name.
Nope.
Nah.
Looks over at Darna.
Yeah.
I got rid of the text me then. Looks over at Darna, who still looks nervous at his presence, and no, nobody's come out. Very well. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yes.
She will turn and start to walk back.
Should we be worried about him?
We are here now.
You gonna protect us?
Protect him.
Oh.
I thought none came in or out.
As he walks away.
What if it's the guy that made it?
It's kind of hot.
No. What if the guy that came out, Montcamor?
That's what I remember.
What if he was the one that made the tower? That's why he couldn't go in and out.
Oh.
If I had to guess, it's probably the blood refinement elder who went in last time.
So he's probably dead.
That's what everybody thinks.
Oh shit. They're gonna have to hold a funeral.
Matt Chanel didn't make it.
I might have to get my other bag of dice so I don't need to throw it. Chat, I'm opening up a new rule this time. So normally you can give disadvantage to NPCs with the same channel points, so you can give advantage to the players. I'm opening up, you can also give disadvantage to the players. Same rules as the advantage, once per person.
We're professionals here.
See, this is the problem. You guys have the chat too. I can't even tell if you guys just decide not to say anything.
Also, keep in mind, I have the power to permanently ban people.
You're both corrupt.
Just keep that in mind when you decide what you want to do.
Law says Mount Camor. Wow, only 20 minutes live and already 4 clips.
Oh no! Oh no!
Excellent.
My favorite clip of the evening is I'm so close.
What the fuck? Oh. want my computer just to have something to hide behind.
You have my iPad.
As you are all left alone there with Darna and the rest of her companions, including the Azer.
That was weird.
Yeah, I've never heard of anybody coming out alive after being there for 60 years.
What if we like sneaky spy on them?
I think that's a really bad idea.
They seem
You're
nice.
very forward.
I guess so?
I like that. Good job.
They're probably... The risk reward is really not there if you get caught, you know what I mean?
Super strong, yeah.
What if we joined them?
They probably wouldn't let us because we don't have the blood sect.
I mean, what do you gotta do?
I have no idea.
Have blood, maybe?
I have blood.
Most of them you have to join when you're pretty young.
What if we polymorph into children? They'll train us.
Don't think. I don't know magic.
Cyrus could
you're
turn
brilliant.
Cyrus could turn into a child.
Oh, look, a wandering child. Out here in the wilderness, that makes sense. We'll accept it into our sect and teach it our ways. Goes for a head pat. Don't touch my head.
We're just walking around on our knees for years in an illusion.
What is it about me not having my computer that turns it completely unserious?
I don't know what to do.
I mean, you guys can choose to get up to something, or you can while away the days waiting for the rest of those who will gather here to arrive, and eventually for the opening of the mounts of Clefts of Iser.
Law says, I mean, that's what they did with Kena. I think it's Kena or Kana.
I don't know what kana, so...
No, they said Kana, like K-N-A-N-A.
Oh, okay, I don't know. Oh, just adopted this random kid, yeah.
Except for she was an adult.
Yeah.
With adult boobs.
Why? Why is that the part you bring up? The dangers of having a lesbian on your stream, folks. Guys at least know to filter that.
Do you? Do you really?
Yes!
I've had a lot of guys come up and tell me I have nice tits before, so I don't believe you.
Yeah, except you're not an elf with the mind of a 7-year-old.
You're just saying that lesbians say it more when guys say it just as often.
Not to your face.
Oh, well, we're ending stream there, folks. That's us. Thanks for...
Keep it gay, Runa, never change.
Stan was the only thing keeping us from immediate cancellation.
Dan comes back, so, ready for next session. Can't wait, no more stream.
Yeah, we have to rebrand for Adventure Corp now.
We already made this joke before.
Yeah.
We can't go back to that.
Why not? We can swim back.
At least it has to be Adventure Magikarp, so we can get copyright strike.
Our Adventure Corp is now Aardvark theme.
Okay, so...
Are you guys waiting around?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just doing hot girl shit.
She
Hot
does
girl
some
summer!
heavy-
Outside of a tower, waiting for it to open.
Living in a tent.
Are we gonna
breathing in a
die?
stream. So over the next week, there will be at first slow and then rapid influx of people. The next group to arrive, you would guess, are people from the Immortal Tranquility sect. They seem to have walked here. They are dressed fairly monastically, many of them with walking staves and such, and they wear very boring white or gray robes as they come in.
Immortal what, sir?
Immortal Tranquility.
Wow.
Tranquility? My brain isn't hearing that.
Tranquility.
My brain, I heard that, went to write it down and said... And then told me again, and I went to write it down and went...
Your brain is like, file not found. Try tranquilizer.
I don't know if our
Error
notes are gonna be that
404.
good if I can't listen
We
that well.
need you right now, Runa. We need you more than ever.
Excuse you. I'm pretty important all the time.
I can't pick up any of the slack, though. They quietly make their way next to the tower, and they don't have much for tents. Many of them just seem to sit in the open air, even through rain, through the evening, just sitting and meditating.
How do their cloaks stay so clean?
Probably because they're like the waterproof ones.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe they're like magical or something.
I'm pretty sure they just use energy to keep them clean.
Oh,
Yeah, energy.
we get that.
Before the Thunderblade sect arrives, there will start to be an influx of more individuals that make their way along the edges here. A few of them go closer than Darna's group set up and your group set up, but still keep like a good distance. You start to see clans or schools arriving. A myriad of names among them. Some very kind of flamboyant names, and then some that
Like
are a
what?
little more subdued. Like floating tiger soaring through the heavens. Like
Okay, important. Write that down.
Through the heavens.
and then there's others that seem equally as large, called like Bamboo School. Like just all over the The look you give her, the way your head snaps, like, are you getting this? Are you this is vital, Runa.
Oh my god, bamboo school. Like, do you grow it?
Are you going up and asking one of them?
I mean,
this?
probably.
Okay. One of the students turns towards you, and he looks to be maybe in his 20s, and he, our school
Hi.
is situated next to a bamboo forest. We do make many things with it.
But you, like, named yourself after the school?
Are there pandas?
No. And no, our school is called,
Oh, the school's called Bamboo School.
yes,
What are you called?
I am John Dar. Alex.
John Dar. How long have you been secting?
I am not part of any sect.
Oh. I just thought because you came in with the whole group.
Well, our school is nowhere near being one of the 3 sects.
What's the other sect, by the way?
So there is the Blood Refinement,
Yeah.
the Mortal Tranquility, and the Thunderblade sect.
I thought it was immortal, not the mortal train. Fuck. Fuck! I really did not hear anything of that immortal tranquility.
I only said it 4 times!
Fine.
I get it
What's-
back. You're like, yeah, there was that one sect, the Mortal Thunder sect.
What's the last one again?
Thunderblade sect, which is the
Oh,
one you
yeah,
guys
I know
live
that
next
one.
to.
Law says Dan and Isaac's computer were the only things keeping this campaign on track.
Yeah. Literally.
First rule in life is to commit to the bit. Good job, Alex. I will consider not disadvantaging you.
I've been put under the gun. I must perform.
Adding to your resume, performs well under pressure.
Are you enjoying
That's the resume. We'll commit to the bit.
You guys would notice fairly quickly that the 2 sects, the people they brought are very young. There seems to be a bunch of elders that have taken along, like I said, like from 8 years old to 13 to 14 is kind of the range. All of the other groups that are coming are closer to their 20s. A couple have people that are around the, like, 16 mark, maybe. And there's even a few people...
Like, everyone's young.
No, there's a number of groups that, like, as old as 40 that show up.
So, like, it's children soldiers that they're sending to die in a tower.
You don't know that.
So you
there's
know
a
that this
6-year-old
tower has a
over there.
restriction on how powerful your cultivation can be to enter it, and this shows off the difference between the sects and the other schools. You have to be a certain level of power to really want to go here, and by like 8 to 13, the students of the sect are talented and powerful enough to do this. Whereas for most people out in the world, it's not till you reach your 20s that you might get this powerful.
It's like they bring all their kids, they're like, look how strong my kids are.
Yeah. It's less like intentionally to show off, and it's more that that's usually the age they'll be at.
Yeah,
that
not at
level.
all to show off.
Not at all.
If
I
they're-
just brought the 6-year-old.
How old is yours? Oh, 10?
Most of the
Jeffrey
people-
was in when he was 7, but yeah, I get that it might take an extra couple
That
years.
is something that would be being talked. Like this would also be a spot that people are looking for the young talents at the sect. They are immediately famous if you're young and powerful and part of the sect. So.
Someone shows up in like a caravan, or like just a Dodge Gray caravan, and all their kids come out. Your sunglasses.
Get
and
your
all-
soccer stuff,
tennis
girls! Is this Remember there? The little
Detachment.
detachment, yeah, whatever.
You don't see detachment. However, you guys would recognize 2 of the adults that have come with the Thunderblade sect when they do arrive. As one of them came and shared some plum wine with you all while you were on your way to Ebgarzan. And they were taking a group of young pupils. through,
The ones where...
They did the pretend attack or
the
whatever.
mock attack on the group. Yeah.
On the wrong night, where Sylvie was actually scared of something.
yeah, you freaked out a little. So you'd recognize them and a few of the students, but a bunch of them you wouldn't. You could probably guess that detachment is probably too powerful to go into this, despite
He was
being
like
in the
6.
same age range as the rest of them.
What the fuck? I have a friend that's the same age and stronger. What if I go around and like... You know how they're bragging to each other about it?
Mm-hmm.
What if I brag about my friend and be like, yeah, he would have come with me, but he's too strong.
I mean, I don't know. I think we should try and be friends.
Yeah, I know, but like the way that they're making friends is by insulting each other. So, is that how we do it?
We
It
could
wouldn't
try.
be the sects that are like bragging. It would be other people talking about how young the people are. The sects are very quiet.
You know, schools are very
Yeah.
schooly. So what if we go in and be like, yeah, we're so smart.
I was around sex from a very young age, so.
He was banned in my household.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the week and try to get on like friendly terms with as many people as I can who show up.
Okay. So more people will continue to come in as time goes on. The Thunderblade sect comes in on a giant sword that is similar in size to the rock.
That's the most Final Fantasy thing you've ever said.
But when I say giant sword, there's like 30 of them on there, like sitting comfortably on this.
No, I'm imagining like Cloud Strife, but like a float at a parade.
Exactly like that. It looks rather old, and they get off, and then it just sinks into the ground, and now towers over the area that they're camping. More and more people start to show up, and you can see the 3 sects have taken the area immediately around the tower, and then people start going back, and every once in a while there's a dispute as a larger school will show up and pick a fight for a better spot with one of the other groups there, a smaller group, and usually it ends up with people kind of reshuffling. A couple of times you've seen a group of like 40 come and try to pick a fight with a group of like 8 and just get stomped and end up moving way back to the edge. As they just based their count on numbers and did not.
Does anyone come for our spot?
No, you guys are along the edge. They seem to have picked fairly well somewhere that nobody's competing for because it's so far away from the tower.
I give Darn a high five.
Oh, thanks.
Good job. This is a good spot.
Yeah, well, nobody wants to be at the edge.
So like a bunch of districts all pick kids to send to compete.
Oh, there are 2 of them, and there's one a boy and one a girl. Do they pick from a fishbowl?
So, I remind you that outside of the sect, most of the age range is 20 and up.
So they let adults come as well and just beat on the children.
You know, the Hunger Games, starvation, funeral.
Wait,
Funeral's the opposite of games, is it? Wait, no, you were going for a synonym. How is a funeral? Why is a funeral
Hunger
a game?
Starving Games funeral.
Oh, God.
I don't want to talk about actually intended
Oh. As eventually the whole area is packed around this, all out to about 150 feet around it is just people camping with thin winding paths between them, filling this area that has been burned away. The three sects keep mostly to themselves, although you do see a couple of fairly old people who seem to approach and talk to somebody they know specifically from one of the three sects and have a short conversation and make their way back.
What is that noise?
That noise? That's the movie upstairs.
I was just sitting here and then... and I was like, are we suddenly in a video game?
Stream, let us know if you can hear the movie upstairs. We'll ask him to turn it down. But I don't think that...
Unless it fits.
But yeah. I'm doing like an intense moment. As...
Oh yeah, I'm trying to make friends,
Right.
like as many friends as I can.
Make me a persuasion check.
So, Law says, you mean you don't play games at all funerals? I'm a fan of Risk at funerals, personally.
Oh my god.
Alex said just the normal charades with the body, nothing weird. And I said I like playing Go Fish with the Grim Reaper.
Like Sims. That's definitely an option in The Sims.
What did you get under persuasion?
A lot. Hang on, I need my character sheet.
Oh, that's a great idea, yeah.
Guys, the room's gonna go so well.
I like how you
today.
rolled his dice and was like, that's high enough. I don't need to know. I do that every once in a while when I don't want to look something up. I'm like, 18, we're fine. We don't need to look at their stats.
Dan does it a lot.
Yeah, well, if it's an 18 and you don't know their bonus, but you know the AC you're going for is below 18,
30.
you're safe. Okay, that is a fair bit. Ow.
My stone of
Right.
which means that my expertise is even better because it doubles.
Right. So you make your way around all of these camps here, and you have a pretty warm welcome most places you go by the end of this, as you just make yourself generally kind of amenable with people around you. You play it a little bit safe, like you're usually kind of more outgoing. This you go for like more respectful, more cautious. People are definitely tense here. This is going to turn into, although not a direct battle, a sort of race, right? Like a sort of confrontation. And there are a lot of capable people around of about their level. So there is sort of like a tense atmosphere.
A lot of the people are intense.
Intense.
Except
yes.
for the people who came without.
The immortal.
Or the people on the
down.
sword.
Yeah. Well, they have tents underneath the sword.
On the sword?
They're not on the sword. The sword is now.
Why not?
Because the sword is stuck in the ground.
But they could just be like
They
floating.
parallel park the sword.
We had to watch them do it. Like the one came out, it was like,
Oh, fuck!
"Ow, my arm! Fuck!"
Law says a DC 30 is supposed to be nearly impossible, and Jasmine is out here casually mind controlling people without magic.
Level 6.
The sword in the stone?
The sword of the, pull that out!
Oh, did they put that in a rock? Like
They
the
put it in
mountain?
the ground.
No, they should have went to the mountain and went bap.
So you make your around. You make a number of acquaintances while you do so. You wouldn't call them friends, but you manage to talk to quite a few of the leaders of smaller schools, and you find out there is a really wide range of people here from all the way across Yang.
That's
Most of them
so cool.
are from near to this area, but the Immortal Tranquility is like about... The Immortal Tranquility and Blood Sect are on the opposite side of Yang from this. But not many of the smaller schools has traveled that far. Although a few have. There are other people who've come in on flying objects.
Their names?
I'm going to give you two.
Okay.
I'm going to give you one local one and one not local one. That is generally more powerful. So I'm going to go with the Bamboo School, because that one is a local one. And
John Dark.
They're a reasonably sized school, and they're from north of Clouds.
You know, John Dark is just the male version of Joan of Arc.
It's John Dar. Don't add sounds to my words. That is the definition of putting words in my mouth. Except you're just putting sounds in my mouth. So you become rather friendly with the schoolmaster there, who invites you anytime you're traveling north to stop by and visit with him. And then
Wait,
the other
it's
one,
north? I thought you said west.
it's north. And then the other one you meet is not a school necessarily. This is an old woman, and she has this long, curling gray hair that goes around her. And they came in standing on the outside of an umbrella, a fairly large one that was like floating through the sky. And she seems to have about 8 students with her.
Okay.
And what's her name? Her name is Amira. She is a...
Amira?
Yes. You end up sitting with her a couple of times and chatting. She takes a liking to you. You remind her a little bit of herself when she was younger, although she laughs and says she was a little bolder and will motion to some of the scars on her.
Wow.
She's fun to be around. She's one of those old ladies with like no filter.
So apparently they can hear the music.
Okay. I will text him and ask him if he can turn it down a little bit.
Did I write down the name after?
Yeah.
I've written down large floating umbrella, floating sword. We have a floating rock bird that's dead. Bamboo school and floating tiger soaring to the heaven school.
What was the
This
name
feels like a fever
of the
dream.
bamboo school person?
Jandar is not the leader of it. That was a student.
Yeah.
But Jandar.
The leader of the bamboo school...
Isaac sitting there thinking, and the music in the background. Dun! Dun dun dun!
Okay, so the leader is a tabaxi named Recalcitrant. Not a tabaxi, a tiefling.
I don't think that was the issue. I don't think that's why he looked at you a double take. It was because it was a tiefling.
Please hold stream.
just Googling how to spell that.
No, he's sounding it out. So that when we pronounce it wrong next time, you think it's pronounced that way.
I'm gonna call you Cal.
This is fine.
You have 2 cows in your life.
Easy to remember.
Like a pair of balls.
Alright. So
Is
yeah,
he hot?
Amira's quite fun to be around. Like I said, no filter, kind of like a fiery temper when she wants to. And she seems to have sort of never really wanted to teach anybody, and then something changed her mind, and now she has like 8 disciples that she's been teaching. Most of them are on the older side, like 30s, and then there are 2 of them that one is like earlier than 20, and one of them is actually quite young. And seems to be talented enough to be here. And a couple of the older ones are too talented to be here, but came for the trip anyways. And they travel. So where they are at any one time is kind of anybody's guess.
Interesting.
But they tend to, like, their home, whenever they're there, is in the mountains. Which would be
Fun.
northwest.
Is that why the umbrella?
Oh, this is an old toy I got a long time ago.
Why does everyone have floating things? Is that normal?
Yes.
How do you make floating things?
Well, it takes a fairly skilled craftsman, and then you need to use your energy to operate it, which I think is going to be troublesome for you.
I mean, I've been looking for someone to teach me.
You're too old. Sorry.
Yeah.
To start from your age with absolutely no cultivation, very, very difficult. Also, if you're this old and haven't even tried, I'm guessing you're an outsider, which means anyone who tries to kill you, teach you, will be killed.
Oh. What are you making?
Bannock.
I've never had that. I'll try some.
It's very easy to make. You sit in the other. So those are the two notable names. You do make other acquaintances, but those are the two you feel you kind of get the closest relationship to, that you could show up unannounced and be welcome.
How hot is Recalcitrant?
He's quite attractive.
How old is he? 8. Like, no!
No, he's like 40,
9.
somewhere around there.
Well,
He's got just like a couple of like gray locks that hang in front of his face, and the rest is a little salt and pepper, but mostly black.
No. Girl.
I'm just gonna go and continue hanging out with him.
He could be your grandfather.
No, he's like 10 years older than me.
Girl.
Look at him.
A
He's
grandfather.
sunbathing right now.
He's sleeping. He's taking a nap. Because he's old.
With his shirt off.
And she's gonna walk away.
She's hopeless.
I'm saying it might help us in the tower if we have more allies.
They're just going to try to get treasure and kill us.
Yeah, but maybe they'll hesitate if
You have
I
sex
start-
with them?
I start bonding.
With your body.
Well, among other things.
What's the other things? Thing 1 and thing 2?
Those are my body.
Be
I don't-
careful. I have a disease thing for you if you catch one.
I'm okay.
I care about your health and well-being.
Yeah, well, I want to
Missy.
have fun.
Fun isn't fun when you have a disease that kills you.
What would you know about diseases that kill
So
you?
many things!
I can't. I'm storming over to Recalcitrant.
You go over as he's just laying in the sun, napping.
Yeah.
His eye cracks open as you start approaching.
Busy?
Not terribly.
Okay, I'm just gonna lay down next to him. So, do you have anyone waiting for you back home?
Students.
That's it?
Well, friends and family too, I suppose, but the
You
students
married?
will be the most eagerly awaiting. I am.
How long?
30 years now?
Wow. You don't look that old.
We were young.
Like how young?
10 years old.
I think I was 16.
Is that normal?
It's not uncommon.
I wouldn't want to be married.
It was definitely early. We made it work.
Were you like forced to?
Not forced, but encouraged.
Oh,
What about yourself?
I don't know. I've just sort of been like a free spirit most of my life.
I see. It is a very different path than the one I've led. I'm sure it has its charms.
There's a lot of charms. Well, I don't know what kind of relationship you and your wife have, but if you want to learn about some of those charms, just let me know.
You're amusing.
Then I'm gonna roll over.
He goes back to enjoying the sun. Seems to just play it off as a joke.
Yeah.
He's going to visit you in your tent at like midnight and be like, my wife and I are not actually so happy together. Let me fuck you, pussycat.
Rhoda, what kind of a move?
Where did that come from? What were you channeling?
I wish.
Yeah, we've peeked into the daydream that's going on over there.
Yeah.
Sunbathing. Holy fuck! I was not ready for that.
Just muscle. He'd be like, he just got a massage, so he's a little bit oiled still.
Glistening.
His
in the
hair is
sun.
wet.
The moon is bright enough that I can still tell but dark
His
enough
eyes-
to keep it like.
His eyes glow
Interesting.
with passion.
And we fade to black on the daydream. Holy
He
heck.
slowly unsheathes
No!
His
No!
sword! His
Swords
sword!
out of this!
and fights off some ne'er-do-well.
A
And
pack
then fucks her with his dick!
of hyenas! We faded to black! We faded to black for a reason! God! Good thing we rate this
Yeah.
not for children.
It's more of a dagger he pulls out, you know, so
No,
between
shut
6
up!
and 12
Stop!
inches long.
Don't continue!
I'm done.
I don't know. I think 10 would be like the sweet spot of his dagger that he pulls out.
Stop!
What?
At least a short sword.
I'll give up after a little bit and just like go back to the camp.
So, as time goes on, she has a name.
Yandar.
No.
Okay, so
Darna! I was like,
earlier,
Serna?
Law said, it's such a good name. Write it down as real carton. Just like John Dar.
Everyone from the school is a k at the end of their name.
Hi, my name's Sarah.
Derek?
I'm Ashley.
Where the sect?
One guy had said his last name. I'm John Doke. Wow, Rickhouse Trike, you really have a theme. Only the best cuz get into my school. So over time, Darna and her group will get kind of less and less talkative and more tense and like stressed.
Did that do anything about it?
You guys can talk to them and loosen them up every once in a while, but they are getting like more and more nervous as the time is coming and as this place fills up. And if you talk to them, like they're from a pretty small town. This is the most people they've ever seen in one place, ever. So they're getting nervous about the crowd and about what's to come, and then it happens. The tower starts to shift. You hear the grinding of metal moving against metal. And then there is a clank that resounds, seeming to come from every direction across here. As this tower that moves up and up, you see a bunch of archways just fall open. The metal that was previously smooth and flat just falls backwards into archways, going up the first 2 stories of this tower. And then all around you, across the ground, some of them swallowing tents, parts of the ground just open with the same metallic clank. And there are openings all across this area.
How many people get like swallowed into it?
Quite a number. And in fact, if one of you wants to roll me a d20, we'll find out if you're among them.
I already rolled it, you can roll.
Don't want.
I can roll.
Fuck off. Law says y'all are gonna give me a stroke from laughing tonight. 9.
Okay. It doesn't swallow you. However, one of the areas next to you watch it drop open, and one of the tents fall and starts sliding into it, and a few people jump back and manage to grab onto this tent and pull it out of the hole. Somebody's like crawling out.
Does it really help?
Fuck. Yeah, if you guys want to run over,
Oh no!
you guys
Name
wanna
of the
run
person
over
I know.
Before you can get to grab the tent, you're not the only ones running over, as a swarm of people come rushing for this hole, and you can no longer
Been there.
see between them, as there are just people, like, shoulder to shoulder trying to push their way down into this tunnel. As the race has begun, it seems.
It opened right
This
next
is-
to us?
There's entrances all across the ground and on the tower itself.
I kinda want to wait till everyone goes in. And then
But they're gonna
find
get all this stuff.
It has been here for 200 years and they haven't gotten all the stuff. There's going to be so much stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
And they could all be injured by the time we enter, so if they attack us, we can kill them.
Darna's group is waiting at the edge of this, like, trying to push into this group that's going in, but also not trying to, like, elbow anybody
Are
out of the
there
way.
any entrances that aren't flooded?
There are, but all of them are not flooded because somebody is standing over them and keeping them off. You can see, Amira, was that her name?
Yep.
Amira is standing next to one of them with just her arms crossed, and there's kind of like an open area around it where nobody is like rushing in towards it.
You know her?
I do.
She's a ways away from you guys, but you guys can go over there and know her.
Yeah.
You see 4 of her students are gone, and she's letting people through kind of slowly, but there's no mad dash that's happening next to this one. Are you guys rushing over there?
Yeah.
Like, casual. Like,
Friendly.
what? Yeah.
Friendly.
Are you guys telling Darna? Or are you leaving them
Yeah,
to
we're
scramble
gonna
for
make
this
it
one?
look like they're part of our group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we've been hanging out the entire time, you know?
As, which one is the... as Andraga turns... What?
So, you see that lady over there holding over the door? She is best friends with her. So, we can pretend to be like a little group together, or we can go in as a group and then get her to let us in.
Dawson! Dawson! She lifts the orc up above her head and starts like marching through the crowd. Let me go! We're going this way! As Bromhorn is following after Darna. As you guys make your way over, and there's like this circle forming around her, and her eyes track over and see you all
wave?
coming. And, as you guys step past and...
I hand her 2 gold if you take it.
You hand her gold, she doesn't uncross her arms. You do see one person step forward. Madam Amira, we got here before they did, and you have been kindly letting people pass in an orderly manner. Should we not follow the particulars of a line? Doesn't look like a line to me. It looks like I'm letting through who I want. If you want to take over watching it, come push me out of the way.
As
She
we're
just-
walking through.
motions you guys to continue in.
I'd blow her a kiss and go.
Okay.
I look at Donna and then I'm like, thumbs up.
They're nodding like, put me. Oh, right.
So, I know that you guys want to do it alone and stuff, but I think we would benefit more if we went in together.
I'm fine if we stick together for now.
Like, maybe split up later, but there's so many people in so many groups.
We don't know what's coming. Let's stay together. As you
I found
guys
snack.
enter, it like slants down rather sharply. You guys find yourself sliding across just flat metal before you hit the ground here. And there is about a 20-foot wide tunnel that just goes in this perfectly straight line. The top arches and goes up about 10 feet. And you can see you're not the first people here. There are people making their way along ahead of you. The tunnel is like your dark vision will end before you get to the end of it. And the heat hits you immediately. You feel like you've just stepped into a sauna. And you notice that Darna immediately like sags a little bit, and the other 5 of them are seeming to struggle to kind of keep their footing as they...
Are we?
What's wrong?
You guys feel nothing other than the heat. You look ahead of you, and you can see a number of people who she let through who are like taking one step at a time, like somebody's pushing against them as they...
Hey, what's wrong?
You don't feel that?
No. Is it an energy thing?
How strong are you?
Pretty strong.
As Darna and them are starting to walk now, and they look like they're trying to like swim through some viscous liquid of some sort, as they're just like one slow step at a time. You can just make out one of the younger apprentices of Amira, who is also making her way slowly, who seems to be like at the front of this group that you see, probably trailing behind the other disciples there.
If I try and like push on one of their arms, can I feel the resistance?
No. You push them, and they stumble, and you unbalance them, and they immediately hit the ground as Dorsum's...
Sorry. I'm gonna help him get back up.
As you can pull him up easily, he is like struggling to get himself to his feet.
What do we do?
I think we should help him through.
Yeah, can I like carry one?
If you...
Can Lance carry one?
You want to ask Lance?
Lance,
Yeah.
Have you ever?
carry Darna.
Alright. Sorry, Darna, as he'll get down in front of her and like piggyback her, and she's trying to hold on as he like picks her up, and you can see she's got this like white-knuckled grip on him. He's like, yeah, you don't have to... Okay.
Is Cyrus with us?
Yes, Cyrus is with you.
We just don't have access to his character sheet.
That's fine.
Yeah. He'll just be fighting one extra thing
Yeah.
with whatever we fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost
Your
like
uncle
this is
shows up and they spar.
Yeah. Okay.
For 5 seconds.
Have you ever seen the improv game where somebody has to move the other person's body whenever they want to move? I'm gonna do that to them. Like,
that will not work well. That will unbalance them immediately. Like, they are under a lot of strain. So, like this thing, whenever they lose this very carefully maintained footing, they go over.
okay. Well, I'm not the best at carrying. I can push, but...
Could I, does it look like they're... Could I enhance ability on one of them? Like, would it help?
Interesting. Which ability are you enhancing?
Their strength or something? Like,
Okay.
because
And who are you using it on?
the orc.
Dorsum? Okay, if you use enhance ability on him, it will help Dorsum, as he gets a little sturdier,
Here you
a
go!
little steadier.
Here you go!
Thank you, that works, whatever that is. As they are making their way slowly, Lance is like, well, I'm gonna...
Yeah,
as
can
he
you
starts-
go to the end and, like,
Yeah, I'll come
get...
back. If I can.
Don't, like, just drop them if you have to.
Yeah. As he starts jogging up this tunnel, and you see him going by a couple other people, and some of them have enough, like, concentration to turn and look, and you see them give, like, a horrified look at him jogging through this tunnel.
Can I,
It's the Luigi side-eye of, like, Mario Kart.
could I, just casually walk?
Yeah. As you guys are going by, there is, like, fear-stricken looks on the people who you are walking by of, like, don't kill me.
I wink at some of the people I know.
Okay, they have moments where they can focus on you and be like, what the fuck? But they immediately have to turn all of their focus back to, like, moving across this. As you guys go down, there's a line of people. You will catch up pretty quickly to the other 3 apprentices that went, who are making their way across. The kind of, like, second place among them would actually be the youngest one, the, like, 8-year-old. But they seem to have lost that one that was lagging behind. And they're also going fairly carefully, but they are moving better than most of the people here. And then you guys get to the end where it opens up into a bunch of tunnels, like just branching about like 12 or 16 tunnels, just branching in this half circle. And Darna is laid on the ground there, like panting, but no longer seems to be struggling to keep herself seated, and Lance is jogging past you guys to go back.
I love that. Lance is just like,
I'll be right, yeah.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
Darna, you okay?
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah, I don't feel the pressure here.
That's good.
What's your base level?
Pretty
Oh, you know, like
high.
7?
7.
We just look at each other.
Oh, how does it?
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
8.
26.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
Oh shit! No, I didn't. Oh, 8.
As she's confused, but seems to decide not to ask, you're too powerful to be worth pissing off. Clearly you could crush her under your thumb. As she just quietly catches her breath, and you see Lance coming back with Cat on his back as he sets her down and goes
That's
running
my
back.
lance. Very cool.
Butt looks great.
So close your eyes.
The thing.
As he will eventually bring all of them back except for Andraga. I tried, but
It wouldn't let you?
she's a little warm to try to carry.
Oh.
So she's just going to tap to.
Yeah, she's not bothered by the heat, which you guys would notice. It slowly got hotter as you went down. It's not like, it's not crazy hot compared to the start of this tunnel, but as you went down, it got warmer and warmer, and that has not abated here. Sweat
Are we
is
the
flowing
last
through
ones
the
here?
floor.
Like everyone's already left, or is people still walking with
You
Andraga?
guys would be the first ones here.
Lance could do so many trips, and they're still coming at us.
As eventually people will get here and sag against the walls.
Are you okay?
Yeah. The first people to get there would be the 3 disciples who are in the lead, and they don't stop and take a rest. They immediately all pick the same tunnel and just start walking down.
I know that.
How many options do we have, like, directions to
Like
go?
16-ish.
I know that people want treasure and stuff, but our health and well-being's a little more important.
Do we want to follow them, or do we want to go a different
No,
way?
I don't want to follow them. What?
I hate it.
What?
As you guys would see, one of the few like older people that you've seen here, they look to be like a half elf in their 40s-ish, and they're leaning against the wall, just gasping.
It's not too late. You can go back.
I'm not going back through there. Oh, I thought it would be better this year.
Where is your group?
Oh, I'm here alone.
You want to join us?
No.
Safety in numbers.
No thanks. I don't like splitting things.
Well, whatever we grab is just ours. We're not splitting.
Even worse. I'll go my own way. Which way has nobody gone?
I don't
I
know.
point towards the one where the 3 disciples went.
Okay, I'm not going that way. As he turns and walks down a different hallway. So you see him make his way through, and he gets to the hallway and just disappears into the darkness there.
I tried.
Are we gonna wait for Andraga?
No.
I mean, we're waiting.
Yeah, we're good to wait.
Oh, but then it's like, we might have more advantages if we go on our own.
What if we tell you the tunnel we go down?
We're not going to slow you down.
But we care about you.
We don't have the right to stop you.
You better survive so we can talk about it at the end.
Do my best.
But you follow us.
We'll go down the same
I
tunnel.
pat her.
Just
And
leave some stuff behind for us.
is
Sure.
there rocks?
What? Yeah, there's stones like
Yeah.
around.
If you help us, like I'll give you all sorts of stuff.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I like sharing more than I like keeping.
Sharon is pretty nice, right?
Dust his hands off.
Not bad looking either.
Good job. I pat him on the shoulder.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
I'm ready. As you guys pick a tunnel at random, I assume.
I want
Just
to go
like
to the
not
middle.
the one that they went
The
down.
middle one? Okay. It pretty immediately starts to twist and turn, and it goes up and down, and seems to kind of weave this very odd, meandering path.
This seems good.
Yeah.
Or do we want to go up?
Up.
Was kind of going everywhere.
Let's go that way.
It's not like choices. This is one single path
Yeah.
that goes a bunch of different directions.
We just follow it.
As you guys arrive at it opens into a room, and it's a fairly large room, and you can see the metal that like rises up, and you're on a platform that seems to be about like 5 feet wide, so you're kind of pressed close to it. It runs across the side of this room. It seems to be about 15-20 feet wide, and then you see the center of it just drops straight down about 20 feet. And there are a number of creatures running around in this area, and there is a sort of it's a very strange pattern. It's like a face that's emerging from magma down below. The face is massive, the size of the room, and it's clearly carved out of stone. And you can see the eye holes. There's like a helmet that has been carved across it, and there's like this open mouth and teeth carved into it. And then there are a bunch of small red creatures. They walk on 2 legs, but they have kind of like bird legs. Like they bend at odd places. They're not bird-like other than that.
Okay.
And they move around, and you can see there's a group of 2 here. And then you can see a third person who is holding some sort of like silver metallic, almost like handlebars on a bike. And there's this big circle in the center of it. And there's a wire that runs up along the wall and just kind of curves its way along. And they seem to be carefully walking, and that wire passes through the center of this. And as they move, steps are sliding out of the wall, and they take a step onto it, and then they move forward, and they seem to like their arms are shaking as they're struggling to hold this, as they're making their way along the edge of this room. And then you watch from below, one of these strange red creatures below looks up, and a blast of flame goes up and hits them as they lose, and you watch as the edge of this touches the wire. The steps just retract underneath them, and they find themselves falling and sliding down this wire like a zip line, rushing backwards.
Is it an actual person?
Is a person on this. As they're sliding, it bumps the wall, and they lose their grip, and they let go, and you watch them just tumble down. They've come a fair ways down, but they fall about 20 feet down and are lucky enough not to land in any of the lava, but they hit the ground down there, and you see a bunch of these little creatures starting to move over and rush towards them as they get onto their feet, and they're trying to defend themselves now down below. And one of their friends turns and opens their bag and is rushing and trying to pull out a coil of rope to throw down to them. What are you guys doing?
I like this is all happening, we're just watching.
You guys are just staring.
Are there more of those silver things floating around?
There's just one of those that goes up along the edge of the room, and it's now just that silver wire going up, and this thing hangs on the bottom, and there's no tracks, like no steps to go up there.
You want to go back? And then go through a different tunnel?
I mean, this looks like fun.
This looks like lava death. We got it! We're so cool.
The lava's kind of scary.
Their friends are attempting a rescue. It is not in time, however, as they're like stumbling with this rope and like throw it down, and you can see these little things have, at this point, the person is laying on the ground and they're just ripping into them and like throwing chunks of flesh into the lava.
I put them in the bag and sorry for your loss.
Don't touch me.
Oh god. Can I shove him?
Are you gonna shove him off the edge? You can try if you want to make an athletics check.
Rude.
Actually, could I cast suggestion?
If you want.
And tell him to jump.
Yeah? What's the saving throw on suggestion?
Wisdom.
So he looks at you, confused, and then you watch his body following your order as he just leaps sideways. He hits solid ground into a roll, turns towards you and glares. Some of these things are already surprised by him falling down there and are like rushing over towards him. As he's going to run, jump onto the head of one of them and try to leap for the wall here. And you see him hit the wall just as one of these firebolts nails him in the back. Falls
I was going
down.
to guide in Bolton if he succeeded.
Hits the ground pretty hard. Let's see if he has any chances.
Why did you do that?
He gets himself to his feet.
Can I guide them, Bolton?
Go ahead and roll a hit.
You made me soup.
You can't like everyone.
Sorry.
17 to hit.
17 to hit. That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
5d6.
Also, log trans gave me advantage.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
12 damage.
Okay, make me a perception check.
10.
Okay. In that case, make me an acrobatics or an athletics
Fuck, he's
check.
pulling me down with him! I love messing with people. 9.
So since you've done this, their other companion who was up here got very
I thought he
quiet.
was alone.
There was 3 of them. One fell first, and there was
I
2
only did
left
it
on the
because I
bottom.
thought he was alone.
No, there was 3 of them.
I did not hear
waiting on
3. I heard one guy
I said when
was
you came in, there
helping
was
him down.
2, and then there was a 3rd climbing the tower.
I did not hear that. I thought there was 2 people. One was down there. One was trying to help him up. So I thought I'd get rid of the one person.
Okay.
It was a lot more brutal than you thought it was.
Given your perception check, we will retcon it then.
Yeah, like I if I knew, would not have done anything. Okay.
Because you just absolutely got pushed down there by the 3rd one who was there.
No, I would not
pushed
have.
down him.
I wouldn't have if I didn't I heard that there was 3, but I only thought there was 2. One was dead. One was trying to help him out. So I was like, okay, well you're alone. Shove him in.
No. Okay.
It's a lot more mean.
I like grab your arm and
Yeah. That could have happened.
You see her start to like mutter a spell, and you're like,
No. Fine. So.
all right, I guess I'm going next. As he's going to step past his
Good
other
luck.
companion here and grab onto this silver bar, and you watch him get it steady, and he moves it like somebody who's trying to move a lot of weight. Like he keeps it like close to his body and lifts, and as his foot comes out, it lands on this thing that comes out underneath him, and he's not quite like fully on it, and it takes him a few steps up before he kind of gets the sense of how big they're. He has to step without looking so that he can watch that this loop never touches, and he starts to slowly make his way up the edge of this. He gets most of the way up before he starts sliding down, and he gets back to the wall before his feet like hit the back of this thing, and he falls flat on this platform that you guys are on. He picks himself up. You give it a try. As his companion is going to step forward, and she also.
I'm going to like whisper in my friend's ear. I'm like, they're really just like, this is a show. They're just losing it over and over again.
Do you think we get a turn?
Not until they're dead.
As she is about 2 steps away from the top, when she looks down to judge if she can make the jump, and it touches, and she goes falling back down. And before it even starts sliding, just the like jolt there has her losing her grip there, and she falls down, hitting hard onto some of the rocks here next to this pool of lava. He's got the rope ready this time and manages to throw it down for her, and she climbs up and he's pulling up on it as she makes her way out. But you can see the marks from the she's got pieces of obsidian that are like embedded in her cloak at this point from the hard fall. She's sitting. Oh, hello.
What happened?
Hello.
I thought I could make the leap, but I lost focus. It takes a lot of focus.
Are you using energy?
Always. That pressure's back from the hallway.
We make good eye contact, like us two. We can try.
Well, you seem like you're pushing through it pretty good.
It's not as strong, but you've got to fight that and also keep a razor sharp focus on your hands and guess where your footing needs to go. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
Mentally and physically.
Right.
The pressure's heaviest on the bar. Weighs a ton.
Yeah. We're going to struggle a lot. Can we go?
No, it's cool. I'm not part of it. It's fine. I'll wait.
Yes! we literally did scissor, rock, paper. Lance, you're going after me.
Yeah, no.
Unless you want to go first.
No, it's fine.
You have a rope?
I do.
Get it ready.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I'm going to succeed, but, you know.
Yeah. Does this look like a strength thing?
For them, yes.
Like, what would it be for someone that isn't energetic?
We're going to find out. I'm going to try.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception check as you go, or an investigation check.
Okay. Faith Fiend Undead?
Nope.
Dang. 19.
So you start carefully stepping,
Why did you say that?
and it does.
You're not a blood hunter?
It does take quite a bit of focus because you're stepping kind of blindly, and if you want to look down to try to gauge your steps, you have to trust that you're going to hold this in the same place as you make your way up. It's not heavy at all. It is like it's a metal bar, so it's easy enough for you to hold up.
Speak for yourself.
It's a little heavy, but you easily make your way up this basically without pause, just step after step, until you find yourself at this platform at the top, and you just let go of it and it slides its way down. All right, I'm trying again. As he stands up.
I want to go!
She gives him a look, and he sits back down.
I didn't get to go yet. I'm going to give myself Fox Cunning.
Okay.
So I have advantage
Ooh.
on intelligence checks.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a perception.
How much room is there on this
But
platform?
you said
It's about a 5-foot platform.
you also said investigation.
Or investigation.
Yeah. Is there somewhere for me to go?
Yeah, there is an archway.
Okay. I'll go, like, just down enough so she has room.
It immediately turns into a staircase that goes up.
Okay.
They're fairly, like, large steps. It's not much of an angle.
24.
24. even more quickly you make your way up this.
I don't. You like they're watching, and she doesn't even hesitate. She's like,
Yeah. You've watched and kind of memorized, and it's a fairly even distance for every step. There's a couple of spots where it changes. You don't even look down. You just walk like confident
It's
in
pretty
your
cool.
memorization. There's one spot where you're like stepping wrong, and you feel the magic guide your step a little bit onto the right path as you find yourself standing up there as well. As the guy stands up again and is going to grab it after you send it down. He's going to make the attempt second time.
I'm gonna Fortnite emote dance while we wait.
As
Fortnite
he,
the battle pass.
compared to the two of you going at like a slow walk, he is at like a crawl. And he eventually takes the last step onto there before it touches. And we're going to see if he
Could
can
we
keep
help
his
him?
balance. He does keep his balance. Did you guys help him?
No, I want to if he was going to fall. Like, I will run to catch him.
Oh, yeah, he like wobbles at the end as he touches and loses his back foot, but he manages to catch and you grab onto his shirt.
We
and
see
he's-
it. We help him up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had it, but thanks.
I know.
Better we all get up than people die, you know.
Try again. As she'll stand up to go.
Feels very ironic after I tried to kill him when he was alone.
In another life where you tried to murder him.
But
Just as they're going. I don't know how good this lance is gonna be. Should I go down again? So if he falls,
maybe
I don't even know what I'd do if he fell.
we would die.
But I can't. Like, I'm not gonna be able to pull him up.
I could stop by invincibility and give you invincibility.
Do you have to be right next to me, or can you?
I'm checking. It's touch, so we both have to go back. It'd really be funny.
Maybe you
if-
should just go back.
Maybe.
You did it better than me anyway.
I'm gonna keep my. I don't have to lose my concentration at the same time. Nice.
Be careful though.
Can I go back then?
He's already dropped the thing down to her, so she's started to make her way up. Unless you want to just try to leap 20 feet across this room and down another 20 feet.
It's just lava and little weird red chicken things.
You got this, Lance.
As she makes her way up, and she takes a different strategy than him. She closes her mind, and you see her take a few moments holding it to just seem to cast back her memory, and then she starts to step quickly and confidently up these stairs, keeping it just like perfectly straight. Her struggling a lot more, like arms shaking more than you guys were, but she, with a natural 20, quickly makes her way up onto this platform with you all.
That was amazing.
She's about to drop it down if you want to
Wait.
call to her.
I'm just gonna
grab
grab it from her. Do you want?
Okay, I'll go down.
As the two of them are going to head up these stairs.
Can I
Best
slide
of
down?
luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Can I slide down?
You absolutely can. Make me an acrobatics check.
Whee! Oh, maybe I'm supposed to go down. Not good at those ones. Kind of intelligence based.
I could do it.
Yeah, I believe in you.
Make me an acrobatics check as you slide down along with this.
I used to play in jungle gyms a lot. 11.
Okay. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
She's going to fall.
Use inspiration.
Okay.
24.
Oh, what was
An
it
increase
before?
by 23.
Oh no!
Thank you a lot.
You get most of the way down, but this thing does like bounce against this wall here and like twist in a really
This is a
distant
different challenge!
Yeah, it's painful as well on the way down for you. Especially when you lose your grip, you're close enough that you come off with some momentum, but you hit like chest first and get your arms over the lip of this thing.
Lance could help her up.
You pull yourself up and you hear an impact as you look down at the little bolt of fire that shatters against where you were on the wall. And you see like, right, I guess I'm up.
You got this.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm here to... Here, give me the rope.
Sure, as he'll put his backpack back down
Can
and take
is there
the
something to
rope
tie it to?
up. The wire.
That doesn't make any sense.
So he takes it and ties it to the like edge of this wire that comes all the way down, that with the thing in front of it, so that he can walk, but it's tied to the bottom of it.
It's a good idea. You're so smart. Oh my god.
As he slowly, carefully walks his way up, like, just watching this, and, like, his tactic is just, like, kick for it. As he makes his way and joins you at the top there.
I'm cheerleading the entire time. Go left!
Thank you,
Go,
thank you,
go,
thank you.
Go
Yes,
left!
he'll take a little bow. Yeah.
Go Jess, man! Yeah, yeah.
We'll say Cyrus makes it up in this time as well.
Unimportant.
Go
I
ahead and make me
go.
a perception or an investigation.
13.
13. Make me an athletics check.
13.
You feel, you're getting near the last step. You're like 3 or 4 away, and you lose your balance, and you feel yourself, like, twisting forward. You know you're going to touch with this thing. You abandon it and just go for a jump. Like, just kick off, letting go of it for the last few seconds that this step is still there. As you can see, you're a little short before Lance grabs you by both of your arms, and you're now underneath this. Your shirt is trying to pull off of you as you're holding on. You can hear it ripping where he's, like, holding it by the sleeve.
Gentle!
As Sylvie, with Sylvie's help, he'll manage to haul you up. As your shirt is, like, split along the top on both sides.
No.
It was...
Let's turn around! What can we do?
Like, I think I got something for it last time I
think
leveled
it'll
up.
be fine.
Shut up! I cast mending.
You just want to look at me.
It's your shoulders.
You know what shoulders mean!
I've seen your shoulders.
Perv!
As you spend the next minute or two casting mending and repair the seams on both of her shoulders.
Is that what she always does?
I don't know.
I
Who's
don't know.
she?
Jade sometimes fixes things.
Oh, probably. Unless she uses, like, needle and thread.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't look like when I fix things, and you can, like, tell.
Open your eyes.
Alright.
Let's go.
That was dramatic. As he falls.
I'm like still a little bit like.
Oh yes! Terribly worried about her modesty.
Yeah. Still like cleaving all the way down.
As you guys are making your way up these steps, and making your way further and further up,
Your fucking face. You're like, kissy lips. Kissy lips. I'm so modest.
you guys hear the shifting of metal once again, as one of the walls on the side of this staircase just slides sideways and blocks off this path completely. So you guys are now staring at a solid wall just halfway up this
Well, it's a good thing we all went through
Can
at
we
the same
step
time.
back? Maybe it's a pressure plate?
Step back. There's no change.
I knock on the stone.
It's thick. metal.
Hello, Mr. Cavern. Can you open the wall? It's me, your friend Sylphie.
You guys hear shifting of metal further down beneath the stairs that you guys came up.
I look back. Is it also...
You hear like a shk, 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 shk. It gets louder and louder until you see the steps that you're looking at move over a few inches, and then everything comes to a stop.
We follow it? I don't know.
You guys start to walk down.
Like,
the
what kind of space do we have?
Uh,
Like, what got blocked off?
You guys were walking up, and the path just ended
Okay.
partway up the stairs.
I don't want to cast something. Don't let me cast something. It's an addiction. I was going to message the people before us and be like, did the wall come in front of you or something? But that's an addiction. I can't cast sending on all of my 3rd level spell slots.
As you guys follow down, and indeed the stairs do not curve back the same direction you came. They're much straighter now, and they're much longer. You walk past, far past where you would have been before. And then, you're not certain, but you're guessing you're underground again by how far you've gone, as the stairs have just gone down and down and down. And then finally, they end at a 90-degree corner, and there's a hallway just going off.
It's really leading us where it wants us
Right?
to go. Be prepared for a fight.
Yeah, we don't really have a way out of this either.
I hold my shield.
Good job.
All right, I'm going first. As Lance is going to take the front and also pull out his shield. As you guys are now carefully making your way down this hallway, are you stealthy?
Yes, I think so.
Everybody make me a stealth check.
Yeah, we're not worried about going too fast.
Nine says disadvantage with his armor.
Sure does. Oh god, it can
Natural
get worse.
20, baby!
It can get worse.
I'm so sneaky. I'm so sneaky. This is the best. Actually, for D&D, for the last couple months, my stealth checks have been so low because I'm playing clerics with nothing. So this is my highest stealth check.
Way to go.
5 for Lance.
You need to go blow your nose.
Yeah, you need to go blow.
My nose is bleeding.
Oh. Well, why don't we take our break early?
Yeah.
I gotta use the washroom.
Okay.
And we will come back with the results of the stealth check. Very exciting. Yeah, so we're just going to put us on a pause. Alex, just go. We're just going to put us on a pause, and we're going to run a quick 1-minute ad, and then we will be right back in 10-15 minutes. So enjoy yourselves, folks.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Hello, everybody.
I've healed.
Welcome back.
I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Raylan
She hit
has
me in the face
decided
twice.
to cure Alex.
More like Sylphie.
Sylphie, yes.
Fuck off, Raylan.
Although Raylan is your goddess, so...
She, like, second-handed it.
Second-hand goddess, yeah. I hear it's really bad around these parts. So, welcome back. We had left off with the group of you entering the tower at the Clefts of Iser.
More like Cliffs of Eyesore.
You have found it to have a pressure that does not seem to affect the group of you as you've traveled through it. You have very
Your
quickly
clothes changed!
made your way through the tower, and when you got to what appeared to be the path to the third challenge that you might face, your way was cut off.
Hey, it's the cliffs of so beautiful.
The path then continued downwards below you, shifting as you made your way down these steps and found a long hallway extending forward. And you guys had just decided to go quietly through it. Lance had got a 5, Sophie got a natural 20, and how did Jasmine do?
Somewhere in between there.
6.
Where exactly in between there?
Ooh.
It's a pretty wide gap.
16.
Okay. As you slowly make your way down the hallway, Lance in the lead, armor pretty
Loud.
difficult to keep quiet. Especially
Stop
in this-
hitting the wall?
I'm not hitting the wall. That is the sound of my armor hitting itself.
Well, stop it.
Okay. As he stops moving.
You're so infuriating.
He will keep moving forward, and you get the occasional like. He's making his way along.
I feel like it does one intentionally after.
Probably not. As it opens into a room, and the whole tower has been this like just bleak metallic like black metal. There hasn't really been any beauty or anything added to the tower to make it more aesthetic. Down here is different. The walls are made out of the same black metal, however, you see some torch sconces that have what appears to be crystal glowing in them.
Ooh.
And a couple of them are even carved to look like flame, and they throw this blue light.
That's so cool.
They're
You can see-
artificial.
Carpets hanging along some of the walls, more like tapestries over some of the walls.
Is gravity weird in here?
Why are there carpets on the wall?
There is a bed. A circular stone bed off to one side. There is a threadbare sheet across it.
Bread bear?
Threadbare. You're really struggling with English tonight.
I really am.
You want to write that down in your book?
Bread bear.
You watch the loafish monster come out, teeth snarling at you. A bread bear surprises you in the woods. Who will eat who first? Only time will tell.
I take out a jar of margarine.
You're into the world's most intense food competition. You try to eat the bear before it eats you.
So true.
Don't worry, I brought a massive bread knife.
It's worst. You roll with advantage as long as your sword is bread knife shaped.
I bring the muffin man from around the corner to unbake this bread.
The muffin man looks at you strangely. Unbaking is not a thing.
Could you at least
Unbake
could you burn him a little? Maybe I'll make him unsellable.
I am far too good of a baker
That
to
becomes a
burn
toast bear.
bread bear.
Inside check.
Besides, he is my creation. It leaps upon its back. It goes up to CR23.
What? Don't give away next campaign.
Oh, you're right. That would be fun, actually.
Is
I
it
might have ideas.
a bakery campaign?
It could be fun to do like a short, like not a one shot, but like a short campaign.
I want to be the Twinkie.
The Twinkie?
Are you just like a slender gay person?
I'm a big man.
So, you guys find this room here. It is well decorated, although kind of sparsely adorned. Kind of a Spartan living style. There is a bookshelf along one side with books. And then you can see off in one corner of the room, it widens further And there is what is clearly a workshop. You can see a forge, an anvil, trials of water, and magma flows down behind all of this, and heat radiates from this wall. But the rest of the room is hot, but not unbearable. As you guys were going up the steps, it was getting hotter and hotter and less bearable, and now it is evened off to just a slightly uncomfortable temperature.
Is this mountain like a volcano or something?
I don't know. There was lava.
Did we take the lava tunnel? Like, I wonder if there's a tunnel full of marshmallows and lollipops.
Maybe.
There is not.
Ah! Hello?
So you look around, and the voice came from inside the room, but you don't see anybody.
Hello?
Hello.
Are you friendly?
You already called me your friend.
Why even the friend?
What's your name?
It's been a long time since anyone has spoken my name.
Is that a good thing?
It is a forgotten thing.
Well, I'll remember it.
Can I make a history check? Make
Listen,
sure I'm not summoning some kind of god into the world by saying their name 3 times.
Right, make me a history check.
My name is B. Tolljuice.
I don't think I get it, but then where is it? 10.
You don't... there's no lore about this place that you know of.
Okay.
You've never really heard of the Clefts of Izar. It's not like a secret, but it really doesn't spread outside the country.
I'm more looking at like the knowledge of creatures that need you to say its name for them to come into existence.
You've certainly heard stories of such things.
What's your name then? We could say it.
Rafka.
Are you like a mixture between a dog and a bird?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
Rafkar! I like it.
Rafka.
Rafkar.
Rafkar.
Really struggling with the English language today. My brain's coming up with letters.
It is, yeah.
Well, what is this your room? Is this your bedroom, Rafka?
It was long ago.
It's pretty nice. Did you sleep on stone?
I did.
What are you?
Where are you?
I'm here with you. I was a cultivator. Like most of those who make their way through my tower.
Did you make this tower?
I did.
You're the originator that I heard so much about?
If you have heard much about me, then yes.
Guys, did you talk to everyone here or is it just us?
You are the first I have spoken to in a long, long time.
What's that?
Really? I feel like we haven't really done that much.
I was curious what would bring a group with no cultivation through my tower.
Did you like let us through?
Of course.
Oh, I thought we were doing really good.
I didn't make the trials any easier. However, they lack a large portion of the challenge without a cultivation to be pushed against.
How high of a level can you get in cultivation?
Before you're able to enter my tower, or period?
It just at all.
I don't know.
Oh.
What about the tower? Because we're pretending to have this energy thing and people keep asking us questions that we can't answer.
Yeah, like what's an impressively high level of cultivation?
The maximum to enter this tower is core shaping.
Okay, so
I thought it would be a number.
No, I would...
There are stages to core shaping, or at least there were during my time.
Thank you for information. Did you close off that wall up there?
Yes.
I was like thinking of talking to the people that we met before to see if it happened to them, but that was a dumb idea, so I didn't.
It does not happen to anybody else.
So you like us or something?
I am curious, and I find myself in a rare spot of need.
Oh, what's that?
I'm gonna like sit on the bed.
Sure, you sit
Like,
down. And the voice seems to just kind of emanate from the center of this room, although you see nobody there and no sign of anybody there.
Wizards.
And you notice there is a thick layer of dust over things. Like you wipe off underneath you, and there's no other footprints in the room. I have watched this tower over since I first built it.
It's a beautiful tower.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's very straight. Well shaped.
It was convenient.
Well,
I had planned to make it more beautiful eventually, but my attention was taken by trying to break through the stage that I found myself at.
what's